Coming up in this video, we have a very special fish to show you. Something good anyway. Oh, it's quite big. Might be a cod. What is that? Oh, it's a massive. Dad, scoop it.
I can't get any further back. Get me the gap. Get me the gap. Get me the gap.
Oh my God, Matthew Kitching! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Mark that spot.
What? Matt. G'day guys. Now, as you can tell from that little intro, this is one of the most epic fishing moments we have ever experienced. This fish was huge, it was rare, and a prized species in southeast Queensland. And on top of that, you will not believe how we caught it. So stay tuned until a bit later in the video to see how it all unfolds. Now, funnily enough, this session actually started off extremely slow. We got to our first spot of the morning in 40 meters of water, and there was absolutely no life on the sounder whatsoever. Funnily enough, this is actually where we had a lot of success later in the day, but we'll get to all of that soon. When we moved to our second spot a couple of kilometers away, the sounder was still dead, so we simply did a drift over the reef to see what we could find. Our first fish of the day was actually quite a nice one though. Oh, this is a better fish. Ooh, it's going. Might be a grassy. Either that or a good pearly, I reckon. But it is going. Stay up, buddy.
Out of nowhere. There's something to pull back.
It's a good fish.
Yeah.
It's coming up now. I think I've hooked it a bit in the side as well. Got colour. Grassy, good one.
Oh, it's just... Yeah. Take him. That's a better fish. That's what the kind of fish we're coming for.
So there we go. Nice grassy there, guys. On the click sinker as usual. In the Lumo colour, which I think these reef fish especially love. You can see there, that's on just a snell rig. 2 hooks snelled together. 4 O's, and just on a whole pilchard floated down. And that hit it just as it hit the bottom. I think with these reefies, they love something sort of bumping into the structure or stirring up a bit of sand, because we get a lot of them right as our sinker hits the bottom. They come over and grab it, it gets their attention. So that's something to consider. Very nice fish, went hard, beautiful eating. So we're gonna brain spike him, bleed him, and get him straight on a nice slurry. Very happy. Now what you don't get to see in these videos is the 3 hours that we fished that morning, literally just for that one grassy. It was extremely tough. On top of the tough fishing, it was also hard to stay on the bottom with a fair bit of breeze and a little bit of current. But luckily we had a moonrise coming up at around 8:30 AM. And around that time we started to get a few undersized fish, and there was a few fish showing up on the sounder. We just needed some bigger ones to come out and play. As you can probably tell, guys, there's a bit of wind out here today, and the angle of Dad's line is too far out. We want it more vertical. So the beauty of these click sinkers is you can just put a second one on if you need. Easy as that. Slide it down the line, and the angle of his line should improve straight away. That'll slide down on top of the other one, and he'll be fishing more straight up and down. Wouldn't we love a legal one of those, Dad? Wow.
Yeah, only a baby.
Only a baby. We're going to get it straight back.
I'll get him back.
But as you can see there, that's that 2 click sinkers that Dad put on, and straight away he's down there into the bites himself. So definitely a handy bit of kit.
Go and grow up.
Nice.
Gone.
We finally started to get a few fish, and there's some good shows on the sounder of fish and bait showing up all of a sudden, which there was none of that earlier. So that's a good sign. We're only getting little ones in this school, so I think what we're going to do is move around a bit, try and sound up some other schools of fish and see if there's some bigger ones around, because they're definitely feeding at the moment. We just can't get a bigger one. So while they're feeding, we're going to go try and find a different school. Now this is where things get interesting. We decided we were just going to leave there and go to a new area altogether, but we actually had to drive over our original spot for the morning on the way past. So we figured we'd stop in just for a really quick look, and when we drove over it, the sounder absolutely lit up, chalk and cheese compared to earlier that morning. It looked good, and the fish were on from the very first drop. So guys, I didn't even turn the camera on because I did not think that was going to be big. Well, it's not big, but I didn't even think it would be that. There's a grassy. Well, we were at this spot earlier this morning. There was absolutely nothing on the sounder and we left, but we had to come back past it anyway. So we decided to just stop in and check it again, and there's lots of bait here now, and that was first drop. There's more shows on the sounder. Dad's going to drop on them. Happy with that. Nice addition to the feed. Persistence pays. It's about 9 AM, even a bit later. So yeah, it's funny how up here on the Sunshine Coast, sometimes the fish, you know, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, they can come on and bite while the sun's well up in the sky. Whereas on the Gold Coast, it seems like once that sun's up, they can go off a bit. Next, Dad hooked up to one of our favourite eating fish. I'll just get the net ready in case. As I said, it's been a slow morning. We've been putting in the work to find these fish, so I don't want to risk losing one. Colour, be legal. Oh yes. Will it be legal though? That'll go very close, Dad.
Measure that for me, will you?
You wouldn't read about it, guys. 1 centimetre under. I could taste this one, but gotta go back. So hopefully we catch him when he's about twice this size. See you, mate. This was a really large and thick school of bait that we'd found on the sounder, and it seemed that there were predatory fish all around it and underneath it. So we'd marked it on the GPS, and all we were doing was just drifting over it, going back up and doing it again, working it nice and hard. Next drift, Dad was hooked up again, and this time luck was on his side. Nice. Got something. Looks all right. Nice, Dad.
See if I can get over 37 centimetres.
If it's a legal pearly, a legal snapper, or a legal grassy, I will be happy. You deserve it. You've been doing it tough this morning. So what we did there, guys, rather than go up in front of it for a drift, we came over a really thick show of bait. Dad decided to just bomb them, just drop straight on their heads. His line was going out. We didn't put the sea anchor out, but he's got quite a good fish here, so I'm going to get the net. Hopefully it's a nice pearly or something like that. It is. Nice pearly. Come on, you dog.
Will it go? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Better. Looks very similar to the last one, doesn't it? Oh yeah, here we go. This one's in, Dad. You've done it.
Done it all right. To worry when you're getting just legal and you're happy. But anyway,
yeah.
It's been a hard morning.
Yep.
Wrong side of the moon, I'm afraid.
We never thought we'd celebrate so much for a 40 centimetre pearl perch. A couple centimetres over, but as I said, we've done it really tough. It's a very slow bite period. As you might have heard Dad say before, we're the wrong side of the moon, so we prefer to fish leading up to the moon, maybe a day or two after, but it's always better leading up to it. You know, we're about a week after almost now, and it's, you know, fishing's been slow for everyone going by reports. So the fact that they're starting to school up a little bit on the sounder is a good sign, so we're going to make the most of it.
Glad I got an ingredient, that's good.
Yeah, Dad finally got one for the esky. Let's try and get another one. At this point, I got snagged and busted my rig off in the reef, so I just grabbed my brother's rod, which was already rigged up. Believe it or not, he is in the boat. He just decided to have a massive sleep up in the cabin while the fishing was slow. Now make sure you remember that, because it's all part of the story coming up in a moment. There were no signs of snapper feeding on the drop, so I was more than happy to send my bait straight to the bottom where all the action was happening. Yep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was a good fish. We were still on top of the fish, so I decided to drop a pilchard straight back down again. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep, that's a good bite. Get it in there. That's a good bite.
That just took it on the drop?
Yeah. That's a good fish. Hopefully.
Yeah, went hard early. Not big.
Easy.
Not big.
There it comes.
Grassy.
Oh, there's two. Lift him in. There we go.
Nice. Once again, as soon as it hit the bottom, guys, we're struggling to get down there, but as soon as it hit the bottom, bang, just grabbed it. Absolutely nothing to write home about, but 2 more tasty fillets for the esky. Happy with that today. Next drop on top of that show, Dad got hit a long way up off the bottom, and it seemed like he'd barely started dropping his bait down, to be honest. Take your time. I was just putting some sunscreen on, guys, and Dad got smashed on the drop, not far down at all. Biggest hit of the day. I'm gonna get out of your way. That's a snapper, I reckon. Yeah, it was bobbing. You're probably further down than you thought. Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
There it is. I'll be buggered.
Just lift him a little bit.
Not that deep, but fish, isn't
No,
he?
he's nice. He smacked it. Hey. Can you get that sinker out? I'm going to drop this bait down.
Oh, he was hungry.
We were just saying before, guys. Sorry, I got the GoPro just shoved on my head. We have not looked like catching a legal snapper all day. We've been floating our baits down slowly. We've had a soft plastic out. And then out of nowhere, bang, that fella just smashed Dad on the drop.
There we go, nice bait size, good eater.
Yep, that hit really hard. It's been bled and brain spiked. Just about to put it in the esky, but thought I'd get Dad to hold it up for you. First solid snapper of the day.
Good eating size.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll take it today.
Let's try and get another.
Whoa!
All right, back up to the show of fish we go.
Yep. Yep. That's a bit better.
Yep.
That'll be a snap.
Oh no.
No!
What is going on? Thought it would have been a snapper or a grassy or something. All right, I'm just going to do this quick because we're just drifting onto them, but that's our rig. Ball sinker, size 6 click sinker, running straight down onto 2 snelled hooks. Top one goes in the eye or that hard bit just in front of it, and the other hook just comes round. Line it up till that line's tight, then go just through the back with a tiny bit of slack line there between the hooks. Then you drop it down and hang on.
Yes, well, come on. Come on.
Better bite.
Yes, good fish. Yep, that's a good fish.
Yep.
Oh, I just got hit on the line again. Oh no. That's
No.
in the bonito. I was winding in.
No, I think it's like a grassy or something. Just a good fish.
Yep.
Yep, it's bobbing. It's bobbing.
When you close.
Yeah. Or a snapper, either one. I'll take either, but I feel like it's another big grassy, to be honest with you. Whoa.
Colour.
Grassy.
Sure.
Still going.
Yeah. It might be a grass.
Or a pearly. I'd take
Could be
either.
something.
Could be a fish.
What is it? Big pearly, isn't it?
Big grass.
Oh yeah, big grass.
Oh. Hopefully it's a grassy. Oh, you dog of a thing.
That's it.
And he swallowed me hook too. So that there, guys, is a solid spangled emperor. Great fight, but They don't taste as good as their cousin the grassies, and they're quite tough even at this size. We ate one about a year ago and didn't really enjoy it, so he's going to get released. Due to being hooked quite deep, sadly that spango wouldn't swim away. So I decided rather than waste it, I'd try my best to look after it, and I ate it fresh for lunch the next day. I was actually surprised at how tender and tasty it was, since the last one we had wasn't so nice. During the session, we both got bitten off a couple of times while floating our baits down, which is always a bit frustrating. These were most likely mackerel.
Oh, what they are?
Bitten off again. Jesus. Drop mats.
Yeah. You want? Yep. You want? Oh, what are they?
Mackerel.
What are they?
Both just got bitten off. So we just got bitten off that last drift, both of us. So I've just put some gang hooks on with the sinker going down on top. So if there are mackerel, I'll have a bit of a chance. So we'll see how I go anyway. Fingers crossed. Snapper will still hit that and hook up, so. Every hit I've had is a good hookup. That's a fish. Oh, yes, Dad. On the drop.
On the bonito.
On the, yep, Dad caught that bonito before, and it is great bait for reefies. He's cut it up, cut it into strips.
Fish.
Yeah, not at all. It's going. Hopefully it's a snapper on the float down. Just as we were coming onto that good show of bait again, guys, bang, Dad gets hit at as he's floating down. Oh, what do we got here? It's a snapper, I think. Let's put that about half. Or is it a... Oh, what's happening there?
Oh, clearly, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah, no, it'll be legal. Yep, legal. Well done. Nice, Dad.
Yeah.
On the bonito, hey? I'm on something decent too. Oh, maybe decent, maybe not. Nah, not very big. Now, as you saw, because we got bitten off, I put those gang hooks on in case there were a couple of mackerel around, but of course you can float line and bottom fish with those as well. You just got to make sure that your bait's rigged nice and straight. We prefer to use the Snell rig, however lots of people just use ganged hooks. See what I've got here. Might be a little pearly or something, I think. Oh, or a legal one, maybe. We'll go close.
You'll go close. He will go close.
They only have to be 38, guys.
He'll go close.
Very close. Come on. After we got those pearlies, the bite actually slowed down a little bit. But this is where the magic moment happens, so fasten your seatbelts. Now, what you'll notice throughout this story is everything had to go right for us to land this fish. Like, everything just aligned. Matt was asleep in the cabin, the bite had slowed down anyway, and we were literally just about to go home, but we decided at the last second that we'd do just one more drift. I still had gang hooks on, and I decided to just whack a fairly big hunk of bonito on there. Now, as I was floating that bait down, Dad hooked up to a fish, and the soft plastic in the rod holder went off at the same time, so I had to go and grab that. On.
Right.
Good fish.
Yeah.
On the drop. Nice. I put my bait rod in the rod holder beside me and left the reel in free spool, which I never usually do for this exact reason. It got a bite and ended up in a bird's nest. Now at this stage I didn't realise how big the fish was. I was just untangling that bird's nest. But it was when I clicked that reel into gear and the rod absolutely cranked over that I realised this was a solid fish.
That big there.
I think I just got a hit on this too.
Is that what that was?
On that rod. Still, it was just floating down. Yeah.
Oh, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Matt, we need you.
Oh,
that's a good one, Matt.
Three-way. Three-way.
Three-way. Now, don't forget, Matt has been dead asleep, snoring in the cabin for 3 hours straight. So when I called him to come out and grab the fish, he was still half asleep, as you'll be able to tell here. It's pretty funny.
Take your time.
Just take it easy on that, Matt. Just wait.
Oh, I got up too fast. I'm dizzy.
Just hang on. These two over here are snapper, I reckon.
These. Well, that's a good fish. Mine's not so good, so I'll get the
Just
net.
take it easy on that, Matt.
Tell me when you're close, Will. Here's mine.
Yeah.
Here.
Matt's just coming around.
Oh, I think I'm on you, Will.
No, I don't think so. Because that was down there, the plastic was way out the back.
I feel the rubber.
Just take it easy, come under me. Yep, we're good. I reckon these are both snapper. It hasn't got you in the bottom, has it?
Lift.
So as you can see, this fish has now taken Matt into the reef. Now, keep in mind that we're only running 20-pound leader, so it is an absolute miracle that it didn't bust us off. I'm still thinking that this is just a really big snapper or something like that, but boy was I wrong. So at this stage, we took the pressure off the fish and it happened to swim out of the reef. Once again, very, very lucky, and Matt turned its head and got it coming to the surface. Meanwhile, I landed my fish.
Looks like, I don't know what it looks like.
As long as it's not a Spangled Emperor.
I think it is.
Grassy?
No. Yeah, it is. No, it's
Ah, it's a Spangled.
Ah.
You dog. Hopefully Matt's is a snapper. Just take it easy, Matt. He's coming up.
I don't want the plastic in there.
Yeah. Take your time with that one. Who knows what it could be.
Now get in there. Lie down.
Matt just said he really deserves this fish. He's been fishing hard all day. He's had a wonderful nap in the cabin. Couple hours long.
Couple hours, 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah. There's one on the Z-Man. It had him in the bottom for a bit there because when I grabbed the plastic, I just put my rod in the rod holder in free spool. Take your time, I reckon that's a snapper. Something good anyway. Oh, it's quite big. Might be a cod. What is that? It's brownish. What do you got? Is it a coral trout? Is it a coral trout? Oh,
Oh,
it's a massive trout!
Matt,
Dad, scoop it.
I can't get any further back. Get me the
Yep.
gap. Get me the gap. Get me the gap.
Oh my God, Matthew Kitching! Oh my God! It's a massive trout on 20-pound line.
Matt, well done.
Oh my God! You have no idea how insane that is.
Mark that spot.
What? Matt. What? That is a monster trout. Sunshine Coast.
Holy moly.
20-pound line.
That is a great trout.
I wish I didn't grab the plastic rod now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, I'm speechless. That is an absolute horse any day of the week, let alone on the Sunshine Coast in southeast Queensland on 20-pound line. Oh my goodness, Matt. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my God. I still cannot believe that, guys. As I said, we've been trying, well, trying, but also just hoping to catch a coral. Oh, I've got a bite here, hang on. Trying to catch a coral trout here in southeast Queensland for a few years now. We haven't dove very deep into it, but we've always hoped and put ourselves in the right areas. We could have lost a couple. We've been dusted in the bottom a few times, and then Matt goes and does that on 20-pound leader. Been in the cabin for 3 hours and he's back in there now. Oh, that is a cracking fish and just a cracking catch in general. Had him in the reef. Oh, we'll talk about it more at home. We're doing our last drift and then we're going in, because that we literally said, let's do one more drift and go in. Drop down, bang. Sometimes the stars just align and things work out. That is amazing. While it wasn't a coral trout, I was still happy with this next fish to finish off the day. Go on. Another good fish.
Good fish?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this has been in the reef, eh? Matt, I'd take a 40 centimetre one of those, let alone that size. It's a good fish, whatever it is. I'm hoping it's a... Oh, I'm hoping it's a coral trout, but no, I'm hoping it's a...
It's going for a hat-trick of spanglers.
Snapper, grassy or pearl perch, because there's been a few of those hanging around this bait here today. But I guess if it has to be a coral trout, then I'll take that too. It's going. Oh no, good grassy.
Yeah, it is good grassy this time.
Yeah, there's a bucket behind it. Yeah.
That's the way to end the trip.
That's all right. That is all right.
Watch your hook.
Yep, he's out of the net, thankfully.
Nice big grassy. Well done, Will.
Nice. So as I was saying before, guys, you can use ganged hooks to bottom bash. It's actually working quite well today. Obviously got that trout, got a pearly in this now, so that's a nice way to finish off. We said this was our last drift, so I'm happy with that. We put together a nice feed in the end for a very, very slow morning. We had to persist. We had a bit of luck along the way, but wow, gotta love reef fishing, hey? Putting together a nice feed for the family. That's brilliant. Beautiful fish. Love these things. They fight so hard near the bottom. You've got that big paddle tail there, and obviously they're so muscular and tough. Absolutely love them. All right, we'll see you back in there. We're gonna get going. What a day. Wow, just wow. I still cannot believe that fish standing here today. Now, I'll debrief about the whole situation in a minute, but for starters, we had to go fillet that catch. Now, when we got back to the boat ramp, we had a couple of really kind and keen fishers who'd recognised us that came to say g'day. All right, we're just filleting some fish and some people have come up. We've got Tate here and BB who watched the videos, so that is absolutely awesome. You guys are going out tomorrow, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, so what are you hoping to catch out there?
Snapper.
Snapper, yeah, sounds good.
Tuskfish.
Tuskfish, what about you, BB? The same?
I'm not going tomorrow.
Oh, you're not going? Well, hopefully you get
It's
some
a bit far
fish.
for you to go tomorrow, isn't it? You go in the estuary, don't you? You catch more fish than me in the estuary, don't you, when you go?
Well, good on you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope one day these people might see you holding some big fish up. How does that sound? And what's your name, sorry, mate?
Matt.
Matt, this is our dad, Matt. So nice to meet you. Thanks for coming and say g'day.
Thank you very much.
If you guys ever see us out here, feel free to come up and say g'day. So thanks for coming and saying hello.
And we'll have tips. Thank you very much.
All right,
we'll be using them tomorrow.
All right, good luck.
Good luck tomorrow. Thanks for coming to say g'day, guys.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
All good. I was really pleased to hear that they actually went out the next day and got themselves a few reefies and squid for a feed, so that is really awesome to hear. BB, Tate and Matt, once again, thank you for coming to say hello. Thanks for your support, and I hope you've been getting a few more fish lately. Here's a look at the whole catch on the filleting table. That trout ended up going 75 centimetres and 6 kilos. It was so fat. Now, I still cannot believe that we landed this fish and that it actually happened. This fish was so special to us in so many ways. Obviously, coral trout are prized in general, but down here in southeast Queensland, south of Noosa, they are even more prized and rare. So we were absolutely stoked to get one. We've been talking about it for a couple of years, but we didn't expect it to happen like this and for it to be this big. It was such a big fat fish. So very, very excited, very happy about it. And you can't wipe the smile off our face every time we talk about it. As I said, everything had to go right. I am jealous that Matt grabbed that rod, but in saying that, it's a team effort out there and we're just happy that we put one on the boat finally. So it was our first one ever, and to do it with, you know, my dad and my brother there, absolutely fantastic. It's so hard to beat, and it's a memory that we will not be forgetting ever. It is just one of those fish and moments that's just amazing. So there may be some of you out there thinking, oh, you know, it's just a big trout, or it's just a southeast Queensland coral trout. I've caught those before and things like that. But to us, it's a very special fish. You know, as I said, our first one ever, and to happen under these circumstances, very, very cool. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support that's been coming in lately, more than you could imagine. So thank you very much. If you did enjoy, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Leave a comment and say g'day, have a bit of a chat and tell me your fishing stories, or tell me what you liked about the video. Until next time, guys, tight lines, happy fishing. I hope you get out there and enjoy your time on the water with family and friends or by yourself. Cheers.